Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning and for that matter, a great day. Today I will be playing more Elden Ring. I was planning to finish off the Weeping Peninsula. I had mapped the entire area out. I knew exactly what I was going to do. And then I went over to Caelid and I was looking around to try to find some more dungeons to do once I finished the Weeping Peninsula. But then I went into the tunnel. Gails Tunnel specifically, and if you know where Gails Tunnel is, you'll understand my predicament. So, the way that teleportation works in Elden Ring is a slight bit different from other Souls games, where in Elden Ring, you can only teleport when outside of any structure and to a point of grace. So, for example, if that point of grace was, for example, in a cave, you can't teleport out of said cave once you've teleported in. So most of the time you teleport to that grace, it'll actually put you outside of the cave. But in this case, the Tunnel of Gale, to unlock the grace to teleport to it later on, you need to go inside. So I went inside, and then I didn't take 2 seconds to think. Because if you don't know, the way that Gales works, it's a step down system where you step down these steps that eventually lead to the bottom floor, but you can't go up the steps. So I'm trapped in Gales Tunnel. So we'll be finishing off Gales Tunnel first. Because I kind of can't do anything else because I'm not even allowed to leave. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So here we are in Gails Tunnel. As you can see, I kind of can't go back up there. It's kind of too tall. But now I'm down here. So I have to go through the rest of the dungeon because I'm locked to this grace. Now, should I have realized this and tried to get around it? Probably. You may also notice that my build's a slight bit different. I have a scythe instead of a greatsword. I finally did find a skeleton that I could just grind out. So I just grinded out a scythe. So now I have a scythe. And I have this meteor staff. And if you see that on there, it has an S rank in intelligence scaling. It has no upgrades, and it is hands down the best staff that I have. I don't even remember where I got this. I just picked it up somewhere. But wherever I got it, oh boy, was it worth. But yeah, so I have a scythe and a wand, and this is sort of my playstyle. One of my preferred playstyles. So the interesting thing about this scythe is its combo is pretty good, I'd like to say. And it apparently has a decent range. Oh, you survived that fall. I thought he was dead. I thought that was an endless pit, but nope, it's just a little ways. I was looking for a tunnel to upgrade said weapons. Because get this, I don't actually have any of my weapons upgraded. So this is just the base level strength of everything. It's just such a good combo. The reason why the scythe combo is so good is because just the fact of, it leads into itself, like, insanely well. I do understand that they, it's such a cool repost, backstab. A large part of this game was getting people to actually use their weapon, like, in this case, Ashes of War. Can I just aggro the guards? Oh. I think they blew a horn. Yep. 1, 2. I missed the first hit. That is bad. If you miss the first hit like that, I need to get out the torch. Ah. This is turning from bad to worse. Hey, I can do that too, whoever was doing that. I just set off a train reaction. That was pretty cool. Switch back to the staff and then comboed and then light. And it's just, remember, this is a like level 1 scythe. No, this is a base level scythe. And these enemies, they're not weak by any means. They're not the strongest things either, but I'd like to say that they're pretty, you know, decently strong. The fire spitting on the staff, or on the, I got a, deck scaling staff, or, torch. And I didn't realize that this deck scaling torch is also, just really good. Period. It's just hands down a great weapon. It has the, like, flamethrower attack from, like, Bloodborne. But yeah, so they tried to make Ashes of War pretty strong in this, and, I think they did a pretty good job with the scythe. Scythes have notoriously never been good weapons. They've been fan favorites, but not good. I mean, occasionally you'll have like a decent scythe. I just really like the scythe. I always have. I know it's not a very traditional weapon. It's typically used for harvesting wheat, if I'm not mistaken. And the light attacks on this are actually pretty fast, which is very nice for grace mimics. Okay, whatever those are. I'm running out of health. And FP, but yeah, FP is less important. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh?
Oh, the esteemed warrior. Where did you spring from? This was supposed to be a dead end, I'm sure of it. What's going on here? A door from thin air.
Wow.
Well, stranger things happen at sea, or so I'm told. But onward to the Kaled wilds. Gosh, that dead end had me rather stumped.
Oh, so you're like Sigurd. I see you're...
Next time I set off to the festival, doesn't the thought?
Okay. I'm glad to see you. Oh, and this is, I assume, the exit. I'll light it. I won't sit down just in case I want to run back through, but... You know, if I start somewhere, I might as well finish it. Yeah, okay. Where the heck is this? Oh. Underneath there. I was just roaming around and apparently I found the other entrance. So I should sit down here and I'll get back to this one in a while. You know, it's one of those. I have other things that I was really trying to do before this, and it just sort of got in my way, but you know, I can get back to here later. So, like I said, my plan was to finish off the Weeping Peninsula. The place where Lena died. There's apparently a boss here. I'm pretty sure of it, at least. And I don't think her dad killed her. As much as I speculated as such. I've sort of gone back and I've realized that that's kind of, you know, silly if that was the case. I did notice that there was a back area here, and I'm pretty certain there's a boss back there that I want to fight. Sadly, Lena is not alive anymore, so there's not much I can do in the way of that department. But here's hoping that at least avenging her, killing her adversaries that, you know, killed her will do some good. The range on the light and how fast the light attack on the scythe is what I think makes the scythe a decent weapon. If you have ever been a fan of the scythe from like animes, and sad that the scythe has never really been good in Dark Souls, I really encourage you to use this scythe. Also, its backstab is just really cool. The sad part about this scythe opposed to other scythes is this scythe has a bunch going for it. It's one of the strongest physical scythes in the game that doesn't scale with holy, because there's apparently a lot of scythes that scale with holy and not intelligence. This scythe has one downside. I'm pretty sure the only way of getting it is from the skeleton enemies that you can find around here. There's one right here that you can farm. It's how I got the weapon. I'm sure that there's better farming locations, but in Limgrave, it's one of the few locations you can get this scythe, and it's a pretty good weapon. I'd recommend it. It's no S tier, SSS plus tier weapon that scales brilliantly into one way or another, but does all the weapons you use have to be, you know? I just like the moveset of it, so. I want to get down there, and I'm very confused on how to do it. Because I'm pretty certain that down there is the only way to get to the area I want. Oh, it's right here. This is the way down. This is where the grace is. This grace is pretty good. It's in a good location for the next area, I'd like to say. I am surprised that I didn't come across this, but I have never notoriously been very good at finding every nook and cranny location. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Somehow. Are you guys weak to fire? No, not really. Sorta, maybe. Honestly, probably more weak to my magic than fire. That torch isn't upgraded at all. I only use it on enemies who are notoriously weak to, you know, if they're specifically weak to fire, then I use it because it's really good at dealing ranged fire damage. Oh wow, I'm so surprised in a Dark Souls game they would put a blob above you. Yep, my magic's the only way to go. There better be a way to obtain. Help me, I'm of normal blood. If those, oh. Poor people. I understand that there's this horrible sense of classism in this game. Oh, that's a blob. Hopefully there's a grace before the boss. It'd be mean if they didn't. And FromSoft have learned that people really hate trekking back to bosses, so I think they'll do it. I definitely don't want to be rolling on the bridge too much. Once again, don't want to be rolling on the bridge too much. Oh, did I not mention this scythe has a bleed buildup? Of course, the bleed doesn't scale with anything, unlike normal, you know. But I think any weapon with a bleed buildup is pretty good because, you know, it's typically good to kill bulky enemies that don't take a lot of damage elsewise. Ooh, twin blade talisman. That's a pretty good thing. What is that about? The final hit, enhance the final hit of chain attacks. I mean, I see no reason why not. Unless later on I need focus or other things. Then, I don't know. I know a lot of people swear by the twin blade, so I wonder how many swear by its charm. I hear one of those keel things and or Ashen of War stuff. Tarnish. Oh, no, it's a good one. I always hope for it to be like a sorcery or a Ash of War. But most of the time it's a heal one. Sorcery and faith spells, incantations are pretty good. I forgot that jump wasn't bound to middle joystick and almost fell. Oh boy, one of these sections. Every Dark Souls has a section like this. Smithing stone. That's pretty good. I need more of those. Rat. More rats. I hate to kill the rats, but they're typically very hostile enemies and pretty annoying to fight too. The chain attack on this scythe is pretty good. Ooh, a whip. Whips are notoriously have been pretty mediocre weapons, so I wonder if they're any good now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, FromSoft. Awfully kind of them. Very kind of them to leave us a grace right before a boss fight. At least I'm pretty certain it's a boss fight. That was a pretty effective thing. Ow. I wonder if that was my stagger or if it was their stagger. I think it was mine, but You never know when you trade hits. I love all the jellies around here. I think these ones are neutral, so they shouldn't give me any harm unless I like run into them. And there's the fog. The boss fog. The notorious boss fog. Ooh, it appears that there is a summon. I will let Edgar join us. I know I'm typically not the person to allow spirit summons unless I'm struggling on the boss, but Edgar here, he lost his daughter, which is very rough. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm sure he'll find out. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. I suppose that's a staggering attack. Get comboed. Yes, go after Edgar. He can tank a lot more hits than I can. I'm sure of it. And the bleed comes in. And he's dead. We did it, Edgar. And he gives me the great sword. Poor Edgar. I do pity him. All of this wasn't necessarily his fault. All the dead people. And his own daughter. But yes, we beat the boss. And so, it went pretty well. I'd argue that that was,
those who live in death all the more.
Oh. Show death rock?
Well, another fool who won't listen to reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding Deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts?
Oh.
If you're inclined to haunt more of those who live in death and weed their Deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
The beast clergyman.
And the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you?
Accept introduction?
Show me your map. I've marked the location for you of a hidden gateway. It
Oh.
will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
The red marker on the map? Right there. Okay, duly noted. I'll deal with that later. I just came here to talk to the NPCs, like upgrade my tools. But I suppose I can do that. So, apparently, the staff I am currently using is unupgradable. It doesn't have any upgrades. I mean, it has an S scaling in intelligence, so I don't know if that necessarily means it's a bad thing. Like, it's already pretty good, so it not having an upgrade's not the end of the world. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that this is a boss. I saw it. I wanted to see if I could, you know, kill it. Because I'm pretty sure, pretty sure it's a boss. I mean, tell me that this doesn't look like a boss. Yep. The Erd Tree Avatar. Interesting. One, two. Ow. They seem to almost do all of my health in a single hit. And 2. Oop, oop. Ow. Ooh, I'm glad I rolled that. Oh my. That appears to be their second phase. I'll keep that in mind. It doesn't seem unbeatable by any means. So I'll probably just cut to when I kill it. Apparently having none of your tools be upgraded is kind of rough. Like, none of my weapons are upgraded, my spirit's unupgraded. The resources in this game feel a bit, just a tad bit mismanaged. Not like that's a bad thing. It seems like it's not a big deal, but it's not necessarily meaningless. Ooh, you pivoted that annoyingly. Ow. That's a stupid AoE attack. Hey, turn around to me. This is not a 1v1 with my spirit. I wonder if you can get to the point where your spirit can actually 1v1 a boss if it wasn't, you know, constantly being stunned. Oh? Oop. Oop. Pretty good scythe kill. And it's dead. Enemy felled. Another boss gone. Ooh. Ooh, 2 tiers. That's pretty good. I'm glad to see it. I have one more traditional boss I want to fight in the Weeping Peninsula that I know about. But I don't know necessarily whether or not I'll be able to beat this one. Especially with my unupgraded gear and lack thereof anything but a slight amount of skill. Like, quite literally none of my stuff is upgraded. And I am only level 40, so hopefully that's enough, but you never really know. I now have the shield loadout on the Wondrous Physic. If you wonder what that is, that's the temporary shield that negates a hit and the increased, you know, healing over time. So to get this Evergow, you have to give it a stone key. I gave it a stone key earlier, but now I have to more or less fight whatever horrible boss is in this Evergow. The Evergow bosses have tended to be some of the harder bosses in the game. So let's see if this one changes that. They already don't seem nearly as aggressive as the knight, and also don't do more than half of my HP, which is a huge plus as well. They seem to have frost as their theme for... Oh? Oh, frost on your weapon. I see. Makes sense. Ah, that's a dangerous attack. Okay. They're not a pushover. That's good. That was my main concern. They started off very... not nearly as hard as the Crucible Knight. Did I necessarily want to face another Crucible Knight? Heck no. But... One, two, three. Jump back. Okay. Their weapon seems fairly short-ranged for... Yeah, I figured that hit. Negates a hit. Oh, I got a bleed. I wasn't expecting to get the bleed. Apparently when I have a shield, I just play as like super recklessly. And Dad, get wrecked. Ooh. A new thingy, a new pendant. Talisman, that's the word for it. A new talisman. And yeah. What's that talisman do? Wrong buttons. The talisman raises attributes but increases damage. So it raises your vigor by 3, endurance by 3, strength by 3, dexterity by 3, but increases your damage taken. Tempting. I might do it. It's like the ring, or that one ring from... It's like the Gundir's ring. Now to wrap off this area, I'm going to finish the 3 caves. Fuck! Oh my! Ah, that jump scare actually got me. Oh my! I want to die to rats in the dark, but apparently I'm dying to rats in the dark. Whew. Goodness me. I wasn't expecting the floor to fall out from underneath me at all. Oh my. Oh, you're supposed to walk in a perfect angle. Oh, and it's just meat. Did all that for meat. Now I'm doing it for like a lot of souls. Okay, decent amount of rats. I forgot that the torch had an attack on it. I mean, spitting fire at the rats isn't the worst thing you could do, but... good to know that FromSoft still has that charm about wanting to scare you with their stupid jump scares of items for your greed. Patches would be super happy right now. I wonder if Patches is in this game. Probably. I mean, he's been in every single FromSoft game. Every Souls-like FromSoft game. Even non, Dark Souls ones. So, I expect him to be. Am I gonna be fighting a rat? Like a giant rat? I guess there is no turning back now. So if I am. I took my summons off. I can't even check if I can summon here. The answer is maybe. Don't have enough FP anyway. The answer is no. Oh my. Oh. The Rune Bear. I wasn't wanting to fight you, Rune Bear. Ow. Think my physics. This seems like a very aggressive boss. Poke. Don't poke the bear. Stupid me. How was I gonna know that there would be a Rune Bear in here? Okay, I'm out of FP. Ow. Oh, it deals bleed damage? Does make some sense. If its claws don't bleed. Ah, foolish me. Damn. I guess now I know that there's a boss, so running past it won't be the end of the world. Or running up to it. I guess at least my one benefit is most of my spells won't miss. Because it's a giant ass bear. I don't even have the full time to initiate my combo before it can hit me. And it died from bleed. I want my souls back, but I guess I won't be able to get them back. Well, I guess I should say runes, but... So I did that all for a talisman. The magical damage negation talisman. It's pretty alright. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm gonna do the Tomesword cave. And then I'm gonna do one more cave. And then that's all of the Weeping Peninsula mainly done. I did all the exploration parts earlier. Nothing too major. This cave's pretty dark. I mean, I'd expect most caves to be dark, but some of the caves recently haven't necessarily been dark. Is this a poison cave? Oh boy. FromSoft gets to do their dream of making a poisonous area in every single one of their games. But this time with caves, I guess it isn't too bad, so I can't really fault them on this one. They could have made it way worse. With no safe spots and stuff. Well, I'm poisoned. I hope you're happy, FromSoft. You poisoned me. Wow. I could probably drink my physic and be fine. I wonder which has president over the other. This is just like the, there's a encampment right outside this, called the Witch's End Witch's End encampment or something. It has a huge downside of, it is also just covered in poisonous groundwater. Why does the poisonous groundwater poison you? Is there a cave? No. Okay. Is there a cave? Yeah, no. There's no cave. I fell down. Plant. Plant. Oh, are they implying that the thing that causes the poison is the plants? / mushrooms? Alright. Oh, this is where the boss was. Can I go back? Can I uninstall? Yes, I can go back. I wanted to go this way, and then I could just run to the boss. It's not a big deal. This one apparently does not have a way back up. I died. I'm gonna run and kill the boss, whatever that is, and then I'm gonna explore the rest of the cave. So when do I get access to my menus back? Can you not do it while poisoned? No, I can. Can I get... I have one poison ball. Ooh, exciting. This is just the enemy from earlier, but in a close range. I don't know how I feel about this boss. This is like... I guess how else would you cap off the horrible poison area, but with a horrible boss? Can plants bleed? I know, random question, but Can plants bleed? And 2. Wow. Such an innovative boss. Ooh, FromSoft. How did you ever come up with this one? I'm already poisoned, so I don't really care what happens. Oh, this scythe, by the way, helps prevent death. Because that's apparently... I think that's this game's version of insta-kills. But I would not know about that one because I haven't been affected by death. Take that how you will. I have been killed, just not affected by death. What's your death resistance? Yeah, it just leads up here. I thought as such, but you never know. And I got some leaves. Ooh. Okay, last dungeon, the catacombs. Yep. More of these guys. Not too surprised. But yeah, I don't really have anything against these guys either. The only feeling I feel towards them is surprised that they're supposed to be cats. But yeah. Ooh, those guys drop smithing shards. I might have to grind this place out to get some smithing shards. I really need some smithing shards. I wonder how many of these enemies there are. I keep forgetting. I want to try out a new spell that I got, but I keep forgetting to try out said spell, so guess that's on me. This place is very easy if you just try ranged. I know everyone swears by not using range because they feel scummy about it, but like, it's not that bad. Like, come on. Oh? FromSoft, these jump scares are getting more and more elaborate. Oh my. Was I expecting the floor to move? No. And then was I expecting the floor to stop? Yeah, yeah. Was I expecting then the floor to start smashing me into the ceiling? Hell no. But sadly, it did not. It only yielded me, you know, okay stuff. Huh. Okay, I got out of there. Am I just supposed to go underneath here? I guess so. That would make some sense. Okay. I guess you were supposed to deduct that from the floor moving up, but you know me, guys. I'm kinda dense. He's just giving me a hug. Why are you screaming? It's just slightly a more violent hug than most. Okay, there are just infinite of these guys. At least that's what I believe. Is that there's just infinite of them and they'll just keep rising up from the ground. Which would make sense. I wonder if they removed illusory walls. If they did, I would totally get it. They're kinda bad. Like, I get the whole mechanic of it's a community effort, you know. Ow. Slow down. One, two. There we go. I get it. It's a community effort. Jeez, it lags right there. I'm sorry. I don't know why it is doing that. It's a community effort, but like, I don't understand why people don't, you know, like that. I don't know how much you want your community running around your entire game, hitting it with sticks on walls to try to find that one semblance of a hint that there's a secret path forward. Like, that doesn't sound very appealing to me, but, you know, to each their own. I get it if, you know, FromSoft really likes that concept, but I was not really a fan of it. It led to just me missing stuff. You know what's better than one boss? Oop. I died to blood loss. Okay. You know what's harder than just having the boss be there? Doing the same boss again, this time beefed up and with ads. Summon him in. I guess if we have summons, they might as well have summons of their own, right? It seems like the boss is just a sped up version of the previous boss, too. I don't know, maybe they're not sped up and they're just the same boss. But I wanted to give FromSoft some credit. I don't think the stone creature can bleed, personally, but who knows? Maybe they can. And dead. That wasn't too bad. Demi-human ashes? Ooh. Summon 5 demi-humans. It seems like it's just a better version of Summon the 5 nobles, so I'm gonna love it. I mean, I love the noble one, and so yeah, maybe I should try out the 5 demi-humans. That was my plans. for this video. I hope you enjoyed. So guys, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I did a lot. I finished off practically that entire sub area. It's not a big area, you know, there's not too much there. I did go explore around. I did see all the cool little, you know, things you can find here and there. So I think I'm pretty much done with that area. Next episode, I'm either going to explore more of Kaleid, or I'm going to finish off or go to Stormvale to get into the next area. Or I'll, you know, see one of the demi-human or demigods and cry. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all. Goodbye. Bye.